Hi there, I'm Jason Tremblay, inventor of Tacta, and today I'm going to show you how I play Tacta Solitaire. To set up, we're going to need two colors from the Tacta deck. Here I have the promotional pack. This is the dark blue and teal. I think these are gorgeous colors. So we need these. I also need the starting card. And I need my coffee. So here's how you set it up. So you need your two cards, your two different colored decks, and you just shuffle those together. This is a solitaire game that is inspired by games like FreeCell or Solitaire, in that you are starting with a shuffled deck, shuffled configuration, and you're trying to sort them into piles of ascending order by suit. And in our case, we have got our blue and our teal, and here we're seeing our blue squares and our teal squares. We also have blue triangles and teal triangles, teal circles, and of course we've got blue circles. So we're going to try to sort those into piles of 1 to 6, starting with a random configuration. So we're going to do one more little shuffle here. And here's how I set up the puzzle. So it's all kind of random. So to do this, I look for basically any shape on this card, and I'm gonna just match it up to a shape on the starting card, and then I'll move in a circle around clockwise around to the next card with the next available shape, and I'll place a card there as well. And then I just kind of move around the puzzle, placing shapes on the next available shape. I'm not thinking about it too much. Our goal here is to make a random puzzle. There's nothing I can't place this card here, so I'm just going to move on. Keep going around clockwise. Can't place it here, can't place it here, can't place it here, can't place it here, can't place it here. I can go right here. So the goal here is just to create a sprawling puzzle with lots of end nodes, if you will, for us to untangle, for us to then sort. You could also just kind of play this variant after you've played a 2-player game. I find that setting up this way makes the puzzle a little bit easier because there are more uncovered cards. When I say uncovered, I mean that this card is now covered by this card. I guess I could say partially covered. And I'm going to avoid playing down here just so we can keep this area visible. I may not be able to do that. Yeah, actually I can't, so I'm gonna just keep this one down here. Down to the last few cards here. All right. And there puzzle to unravel. Great, so here's our puzzle. So our goal is going to be to create piles, starting with the 1 card. So the first thing I do is I look for the 1s, right? Because those can immediately go into our discard piles. So I'll place those, I think, probably around here so we can see them, or I'll place them along here, we can see them there. Great. Yeah, so our goal is to start piles, starting with 1 and ascending up to 6. And as you can see, some of these cards are covered a little bit. So what we can do is we can move cards within the puzzle following a couple rules, right? So a 2 that is teal can move on to any card that is either 1 higher or 1 lower of the same color. So the 2 could move on to a 3, or the 2 could move on to another 1 of the same color, which we've got we've got a 1 here, and we've got a 1 here. But you wouldn't want to move it onto a 1. You're going to move the 1 off. So we're going to start here with this 1, and we can just go ahead and move it off here. So now we've got 1 discard started for the 1, and we're just going to continue on with the game. And I see I've made it difficult for myself. We've got a 1 that's buried here. We've got a 1 that's here. The 2 could maybe go on to, won't end up going on there. It can go on to there. It would have to be moved. These would have to be moved. We've got a 1 here. That's probably easier to clear. So why don't we start with that? So the 4 needs to be moved to clear off the 1. So we're going to move the 4 onto a matching color 5. This could also go onto a 3, but I don't think there's any 3s available. All right, so 1. We've got the 1 cleared. Great, then we can move this 2 over here onto this 1. And let's move that this way. Follow all the normal Tacta rules for placement. We've got the 2 goes onto the 1. And that sets us up for the 3. 3 can come off. Now when you're playing, the cards can actually come off of the discard piles too. So if I wanted to like move this onto this 4 so that I could actually move this 2 off, I can do that. In fact, I'm going to do that. So it might seem like negative progress, but it's all for the good because we want to try to get this 2 free eventually. All right, so we've got this 4. And we've got this 5 here, so we can move 4 onto this 5. 6 we can move out of the way onto this 5. This 5 can move onto this 4. Wait, do we want to do that? Yes, we want to get this 2 out of the way. All right, so we get this here. The 6 can go onto the 5. And as you can see, the way that I've designed this game, the same suits will always connect to their neighbors. So the 6 will always connect to the 5 will always connect to the 4s, 4s to the 3s, etc. within the suits. So there's a little Easter egg for you. All right, so we want to move this 5 off. You know what? Let's move it onto the 4. It's a little cleaner. Actually, no, let's keep it there. I'm going to get stuck here. Coffee helps. Yes, I'm gonna move this onto this 4. I think it'll go. It will. Well, I will it. I will it to go. Okay. There we go. And then the 6 can come off. Told you coffee helps. And the 2 is free to move to the discard. Et voila. Now we have moved, we've cleared a spot on this starting X card. So any card can go there. So a little bit of strategy here, like to go from a 6 because these are the last to be cleared. And then I can go backwards and clear off all the things that are connected to it. So let's go. So the 1, I'm gonna get stuck here because the 1 is here. But this will be clear. I can move this card. And then the 1 here, I can move this card so I can clear this. So yeah, I'm gonna start with this one. I'm gonna go here, remove all these cards. So 6. Let's do it this way. 6, 5, 4, 5, and this can go here or here. Let's see, I think I'll probably do that. I'm gonna leave this open because I've got this down here that I might want to move to keep my options open. All right, then the 2 I can put onto this 1, this 2 onto this 3, and then I can clear the 1, and then I can clear this 2. And I can also, I'm a little stuck because of this 2. I'm gonna have a hard time moving this around because the only cards that this can go on are 1s, which is here, and both of these corners are occupied, or onto a 3, and this is buried, and this. No, I can do it. Let's see. Let's do it. I'm gonna move this 6 onto a 5 over here. Move the... I said I can do it, and then what am I doing? I am stuck. Okay. Oh, did I have an idea? I'm stuck. Okay. Moving on to a different thing. Yep, okay, so I left some things open here so I can do this. 6, 5, 4, 5, 6, 6, 5, 4, 5, 6. And then, yeah, these are gonna come right back off. So I'm gonna move this. We've got this, I'll put this here, 2, and a 3. No, I'm gonna put it down, I'm gonna connect it down here. So the 3 onto the 4, and the 2 onto the 3. You can't see it, so I'll do this here so you can see it. This way. Everything's above board. Okay, so we've got 2. Yeah, I guess I'll have to do it down here. So I'll put the 2, 3's going onto here, and then the 2 onto the 3, the 2 onto the 3, so you can see it there. And then the 1 comes off into the discard, the 2 onto the discard, the 3 can go onto this 4, the 1 to the discard, 2, 3, yeah, and I think I can do all this because we've got all of our teal colors freed. Oh, the 3s are buried here. Okay, so let's unlock this 1 next. Okay, so I want to be careful here. How do I want to do this? I want to take the 6 there, because that's the 1 for the circle. Okay, let's move this 2, flip it around on the 4, 3, so I can move the 3. This is tricky, tricky, tricky. Problem is, I don't have a free 5. So I hope I didn't show you a game that I'm gonna lose, because it's totally possible to lose. So I can bring all of this out. I can pre this up. All this comes out. Oh, this can go discard. Yeah, let's just go for it. I might be backing myself into a trap, but I'm gonna do that. I'll do that. Will it fit? It'll fit. No, let's do it this way. Sorry. 4 here. 5 can go. 6 can go. So all my teal circles are done. 3 can go. So 4 can go here, onto the 3. The 5 can come off here. Then I can move the 6 and the 5. Oop. That was here. Let's do it this way. Move this here. And the 5 on the 6 here. 5 can come off. And now I have a free space. Now I have 2 spaces, that's what I was trying to do. So the 6 comes off. And now the problem of having too many 6s is solvable. 6 can go here. This 6 can go here. And the 5 can go onto either of these 6s. Let's do it here. And then the 4 can come off. Whoa. 4 can go here. This 6 can go onto this 5. This 5 can go any number of places, and we have unlocked the final one. Now, the 3 goes onto the 4, the 2 comes off here, which leaves the 3, and the 4, and this 4 is free. This 6 goes, oh, let's do this 3, this 4, 5 onto the 6, 6 onto the 5, the 5 is free, 4 onto the 3, 3 is free, 4 is free, 6 comes off, 5 and 6. 6, 5, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 moves down here. 5, 6 comes off, and 5, 5, 6, 6, 6, and we've done it. I have cleared the puzzle. Looks like this was about 20 minutes total. That's about normal, I think, for me. Not to brag or nothing. I didn't invent the game, but half an hour, I think, is a pretty reasonable time. And there we go. That's how I play Tacta Solitaire.